Hello guys, we are just weeks away to March 14. Hope you are ready. If you are ready, just comment pi to the moon in the comment section of this video, lest the world sees us coming before we move further. I just noticed that a lot of people who called themselves YouTubers are using my videos and thumbnail. Let me say this to you all. This will be your last chance to steal any of my content. The next time I catch you, I don't care who you are or where you come from, I'm gonna strike you. And you know that's mean, right? This is my last warning to you. I'm sorry, guys, for this. I just have to say this. You know it takes time and hard work making research, and someone will come from nowhere and copy it. You know is not fair. I'm really sorry for the disturbance. Now let's get to the video. For the past 4 years, the currency network had made many promises since 2018. The Pi network has become the center of internet legend. In fact, many people wish that the world not end before we know what happens to Pi miners. Actually, many businesses and establishments have begun to accept the Pi coin. In today's video, we'll update you on the latest Pi network developments and use Pi network price forecasts to show you guys that 2023 will be a great year for Pi. But first, let's think about how Pi became associated with the cryptocurrency world. It all started in 2018 when the Pi team launched their goal to make cryptocurrency mining available to everyone. Despite predictions that a new era will start in 2023, the platform has gradually added over 20 million users as of March 2021, and the number is still rising as we speak. However, it still seems like an eternity before the universal Pi promise is realized, and it is precise because of this promise that the Pi coin has become more of a myth in the cryptocurrency community. But wait, wouldn't it be a tragedy if everyone had access to the Pi? The mining rate of the Pi coin decreased from 1 to 0.8 Pi per hour at that time. Shortly afterward, the mining rate again decreased to 0 Pi per hour at 1 million users, and further decreased to 0 Pi per hour at 10 million users, reaching 0.2 before the first one occurred, when 1,000 people were recorded by the Pi network. When the Pi network hit 1 billion subscribers, everyone initially believed that the rate would be almost zero. Pi enthusiasts anticipated that millions of them would be dancing right now, but what does the present Pi trend indicate? The Pi coin's current value, according to the coin market cap, is 83%. But given that many companies are accepting it as a means of payment, we still have a very bright future. The Pi coin's future predictions and mining stress method are also extremely realistic. Owning a Pi node that uses a lot of electricity to increase your earnings is an option. But as of right now, owning a Pi node offers you nothing because the Pi coin itself is still a spoiler as of this writing. However, as a buyer owner, you will receive a portion of every transaction charge as your gas fee. The people in your Pi network are always available to act as your scam alert, and you can mine the coin entirely on your smartphone. Recently, however, a group of people with KYC verification have been able to trade, buy, and sell Pi coins. They are unable to exchange it for real-time coins that can be changed for actual money because each transaction they make is only possible within the Pi ecosystem. But those people claim that the Pi transactions only take a few seconds. Over 12,000 people worldwide already own Pi as a result of this money. I'll stop speculating now. What do experts actually believe will happen to Pi in the future, specifically in 2023? Before we discuss the various perspectives on the future of Pi, let's first investigate what price the Pi coin will have in 2023. Because the cryptocurrency market is typically quite volatile, and no one can predict what the future may bring, trying to make an accurate prediction about the future of a crypto coin is like trying to catch the wiggles. No one can predict the future with absolute certainty because Pi has no price history. As a result, the only information available to anyone is what the Pi team has promised, as well as the features and rankings of the apps and ecosystems. However, as we can see with Bitcoin and Ethereum, the Pi network has not yet been able to keep up with the price trend of the cryptocurrency market. Given the current situation, experts predict that by the end of 2023, Pi will be worth more than Bitcoin. The value of the Pi currency may initially tip the scales, but a few days after the initial launch it will fall back to just above $0 based on the history of other coins with a similar concept. So this is true. This is because if everything goes according to plan, the Pi team will launch the Pi coin's primary on March 14th of this year, and the Pi coin will then have the opportunity to reach its peak. By the end of 2023, Pi prices might start to break their own records and set some new patterns because many industry professionals anticipate a rise in the cryptocurrency business by that time. The reason for this increase is still largely unknown as of right now, but let's assume that it does. One of the best cryptocurrency networks to use from that would be the Pi coin because it has always been stable. If the Pi team successfully carried out its marketing duty, Pi may consequently be in high demand at a time when the cryptocurrency industry is booming. When the Pi network was announced, many people's hopes were dashed, and so many pioneers couldn't understand why they couldn't transact with Pi network right away, as curiosity took the best of us all. The Authority magazine, a Medium publication dedicated to sharing in-depth stories on the tech industries, recently invited the founders of Pi to participate in an interview. While they didn't directly address what pioneers were waiting for, Dr. Kokkalis and Dr. Chongpeng Fan did mention a few crucial issues that the Pi network founders may be attempting to address. Pi network currency. The journalist asked about 5 reforms and improvements that may be made to the cryptocurrency business. In order to live up to the promise of a fair and open peer-to-peer decentralized financial system, many early cryptocurrencies have seen a concentration of power and value in the hands of very few, and early adopters are greatly favored. The cryptocurrency industry needs to see widely distributed tokens across broad networks. Extreme wealth and power concentration clearly contradict the idea of decentralization. A utilities-based ecosystem where cryptocurrencies can be widely used and regularly exchanged for goods and services through apps will help solve this and bring us to crypto. At the moment, cryptocurrencies are not widely used as a medium of exchange due to a number of factors, including price volatility and lack of utility. Beyond serving as a store of value, computationally intensive mining protocols like proof of work require enormous amounts of energy. As a result, cryptocurrencies dependent on such protocols consume a lot of electricity and have a negative impact on the environment. The industry should work to reduce this impact by using less energy-intensive consensus protocols. As numerous projects, both good and bad, examine their course, the novelty of blockchain technology and decentralized networks exposes issues to the world with legislation still geared toward established enterprises and the sector as a whole. More clarification on upcoming rules and stricter adherence to present policies and regulations would be extremely beneficial to the sector. Additionally, the Bitcoin market has to be much more accessible if it is to have a global influence. The approach comprises a more accessible and user-friendly design, fewer entrance hurdles, and more industrial and technological knowledge. Looking at the answers the founders provided throughout the interview, it is clear that they are sincere about wanting decentralization to minimize the damaging effects of mining on the environment by consuming less energy. Looking at what the founders said, it appears that the concept of the Pi network was really derived from Bitcoin, but just a better version of it. The original idea of Bitcoin was to create a decentralized currency that's used like cash, and the creator wanted to see people use what we currently have on our phones merely to serve as a record for the developers. When the time comes, the distributive Pi coins will be based on these records. I think this is a pretty elegant way to get around the requirement for competing power to be able to mine any cryptocurrency, and it also allows anyone to increase their stake on the network by simply promoting it, essentially creating a much more equitable system than Bitcoin. If you have stopped mining, I urge you to resume it and don't forget to do your KYC so you don't get to lose all the Pi network coins you have mined. The Pi network core team has addressed every problem we are experiencing in the cryptocurrency world and is working to fix this to give us a better result. So guys, let's cross our fingers or hold on to your seats, whichever makes you more comfortable. Despite the fact that the Pi network has no value yet and that there are still a lot of miners using electronic and word-of-mouth advertising, news outlets and social media are buzzing about business owners accepting the Pi network as a form of payment all over the world. Pi network is getting a lot of attention ahead of its projected open mainnet launch later this year or in early 2023. 2023 and the potential value it may have when it does, according to crypto influencers. And we will stop here from now. If you enjoy this video, please drop PI to the moon in the comment section of this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future updates on the Pi network. Thank you, and see you in the next one.